Okay, if you've been running a freeze dryer for more than 5 minutes, you know that one machine is never enough. And that's why I'm here at Salt Lake City, Utah, visiting TechSource Systems facility, because they got something really cool for me to see, which is gonna fill the gap for those of us who wanna buy more freeze dryers to build our business, but we're kind of struggling with that in between of buying more home freeze dryers, but getting into commercial. So let's go take a look.
How's it going, Dave?
It's going good. I hear you have something to show me.
I do. I couldn't wait to get you down here to show you what we got going on. This is it.
This is sweet.
Yeah, we've been working on this for a while, finally ready to show it off, and wanted you to get an opportunity to come and get your first look at it.
Absolutely. So this is, what are you calling this right now?
We're calling this our Econo Line. We wanted to get something that was a little more economical for the people that are trying to just get into the business, but they need something that's industrial, something that's reliable, that's going to work for them day in and day out. And right now there's nothing on the market that meets that bill. So we wanted to get in there, get this taken care of, and get it out there as quick as possible.
Yeah, this looks really super clean. I mean, all this right here, like this is pretty durable. I mean, look how thick this is. So this is ready to handle, one, a lot of product, but probably it's ready to do capacity fairly quickly too, right?
Very quickly.
So how much can you do in this Econo Line? How quickly can you run a cycle?
So we've set this up to work similar to our big machines. So you should be able to run the same type of cycles in this that you can run in our big machines. So typical, depending on your product, we always say 24 hours because it always changes based off of what kind of product you're putting in there, what loads you're putting in, what the water content is. All that plays a factor in what the cycle time is going to be. However, it's using the same trays that our big trays use, or our big machines use, that's using the full-size sheet pan, so you don't have to go out and buy anything special. You can actually see this here is brand new.
Yeah, this is definitely brand new. So this is just like a baking sheet.
It's just a baking sheet, it's full size. This is the same stuff we use in our big machines. So you don't have to buy anything separate. If you already have our machines, you can use these. You can get these from us, or you can buy them from any kind of restaurant supply station.
Troy, so one of the unique things about you guys with the larger machines too is with your racks, your individual shelves removed. So yep, there we go.
This is our heater shelf. So if you need to clean it, you pull it out. You do what you got to do, prep it.
That's awesome.
Throw it back in.
One of the things about freeze drying is, especially with home systems, it's all kind of built in one. So naturally these, like on some of the largest brands of home freeze dryers, like the sensor's kind of like right here. And so naturally it gets colder as the warm air isn't as hot here, but goes up. So
our sensors are in the middle.
Your sensors are in the middle.
We have a sensor in the middle, and it helps give you a better idea of what the temperature is inside the zone that's in there. The one thing that we like about this and having the removable shelves not only is the sanitation and the cleanliness, but if you wanted to run less, so not everybody has 11 trays of product. If you're doing test runs, R&D, you're not going to want to put in 70 pounds of product to do a full test.
Yeah.
You want to do only 1 or 2, 3 trays, you can do that. All you have to do is pull out the shelves that you're not using. Now, that's a 10 tray machine.
Wow. Okay, so and also if you have like larger product,
you can take out every other shelf.
Higher.
Yep. So now let's say you have a thick product. Now that's a 3-inch.
Yeah, the versatility is like phenomenal here.
You can do whatever you want. The only thing that matters is you keep the sensor shelf there, and then you just work around that. So you always load from the center, fill out whatever you need, that's what you have. So it's extremely versatile. The other thing is this is the same exact heater technology that we use in our big machines. So it's the same cleanliness, the same durability, works the same. So as you build your recipes here, they scale up relatively quickly and easily to our big machines.
Okay, so where does this fit in terms of different business owners that have existing like businesses where they have multiple home freeze dryers? Would you say that like if you have more than this amount of freeze dryers, like you need to kind of look at this system? Where do you say people need to take a look at this?
Where you want to take a look at this is anybody that's looking to scale in any way. So it doesn't matter where you're at in the process. So if you have one dryer and you want to scale up, depending on what you're looking to go to the next step, this is a good way to go because if you're small, it gives you a place to start, but then expand because you can start with a smaller, shelf count, work your way up, and then when this is ready, it's easy to buy another one of these, or you can start working your way up into the more industrial ones. But if you, let's say you've got 3 or 4 or 5 of the smaller machines from the different manufacturers out there, you could replace probably 4 of those with one of these.
Okay, and then I'm used to knowing exactly, like, I look at like more of the home freeze dryer type brands. So like where is ice stored in this, and then how does it drain? Can you show me a little bit about that?
So we typically have the square chambers. That's kind of what we're known for. To get things smaller and more compact and more economical, we went to the round chamber design because it is less expensive to manufacture. What that does is, instead of having the ice plates that you typically see, this is more like the small freeze dryers that you see on the market where the ice builds up on the walls of the chamber. So your ice is stored on the walls. It'll come in, it'll form around the sides. After you're done, one of the differences is we actually have active heating rather than just heating up the shelves and blowing some air. There's actually heat coils on the outside that actually start melting the ice. And all you do is you hook up a drain, turn the nozzle, and there's actually water in there.
Oh, cool.
So you can run it straight to a drain.
Talk to me about the pump though too. What do you have for a pump system for this?
So to keep the price down, all of our big machines use the dry screw pumps that really have very low maintenance. What we do here is we actually have right here Sojovac Neo Dry. This is the 16. It's an oil pump. The one nice thing about this pump is it has a very large reservoir. So where you're changing oil constantly in the other dryers, because the reservoir is so large, you can go a lot more runs before you have to change your oil out.
How do you know when to change an oil with something like this, with this type of system? Do you just log it, or?
You get a feel for it over time, just like you do on the small stuff. The big thing is, I wish there was like some formula you could use to say change it every time with this, but the more product that you use that has heavier water content, the more often you're going to have to change your oil. The drier products typically have longer times between oil changes. We went with Leibold because of the reliability they have, the name they have in the vacuum industry. We're not buying some off-brand pump that we import in. This is a high-end industrial pump that will last for years.
Awesome.
When you come over here, everything you see here comes with it. The chiller is actually built in. So it's got a 2.5 horse chiller down below, capable of reaching minus 45 degrees Celsius. Plenty for what we're doing.
Yeah.
Comes with a cord. You'll need a 50 amp circuit. You just plug in. It's just a standard like RV type adapter. So if you have like an RV plug, or your electrician can run something like this in a garage if you want to, or in an industrial setting, very easy, standard parts.
What can you expect from, like, I know all different states and countries have variability in electricity costs, but what would you say like a standard strawberry fruit run in this machine would cost in power?
We did some calculations on the predecessor to this model, and it was very similar to this, and your costs will be very similar. And it's about $25 to $30 in electricity for a run.
But you're getting how much?
11 trays. You're getting 70,
almost 70
to 80 pounds, depending on the product. You can, you know, if it's mushrooms, of course, it'd be a lot less, but.
And usually less than 24 hours.
About 24 hours or less, yep.
And then your defrost, how long would you expect a defrost to take?
It would also depend on how much moisture's on there, but we're shooting for about a 45-minute defrost.
And then they can start back up again.
Yeah, and you can go quicker too. You can pull the trays out and pull out the ice chunks so you're not waiting for it to turn all the water. There's things you can do to get your turn times quicker. It's whatever your needs are. A lot of people will pull it out, turn the heaters on, let it run. In the morning they come, everything's dry, start their next run. It just depends on whatever your cycles are. If you're trying to push it and do constant turns, you can pull your product out, pull the rack out, get all the ice out quick, and be up and running with it in a matter of, you know, half hour, 45 minutes if you want.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just whatever.
This is really exciting, Troy, and for TechSource, I mean, this is really needed in the industry. I know that there's other systems that are out there right now, but for the price point as well as the versatility in adjusting these trays, having a nice pump, and having everything kind of built into it, this is going to be great. I'm excited to see what people say in the comments of this video and the engagement too.
Yeah, that's great. We're super excited. We've been working on this, but this has been something that we've been talking about for years, and it's finally here. Building
up this channel has its perks, so I'm thankful that you guys allow me to come and see this. If you want any more information, they have it on their website right now. You can check it out. You can call TechSource. And Gene Ligman, who does a lot of content with me, he's actually one of your reps that talks and knows this system very well. So if you want to get in touch with Gene, you can hear all about it and get one for yourself.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Troy.
Yep.